Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well. This is gonna be a Tyrone game. Trying to switch up a little bit here, do some survivor games for you guys, because mostly all of my videos are Mastermind, right? Um, I have this new clothing here. I have all the clothing from the chests. I have everything unlocked in the game, so I don't know if you guys think this is the best. I think this is the best clothing probably. So regarding the build, I'm using the best build for Tyrone. I already made a video on this, so if you guys want to go really in depth on everything. Just search my playlist. My playlist on my channel, I have a playlist for every single character. So I have a playlist for like Tyrone, a playlist for every single Mastermind. So if you guys want to keep up with my content, that's a really good way to do it. I have a link to the playlist on the actual description of the video. Every video has it. But you can also find it, through my channel. Just going through the options there. And so yeah, that's a good way to follow my content. Obviously, the most recent videos on the playlist are gonna be the most up to date, because the game is constantly getting patched. So some things that you do in the past don't really work now. But anyway, going back to the game, here we have we're playing against Annette. So she doesn't seem to be that good. So she's level 19. So this should be technically an easy game, like I'm hoping. So this build is really more focused on killing than anything else. So you're kind of immortal in this with this build. I mean, it really the only like worst scenario for this build would be if you're playing maybe a gun Spencer or a really gun focused Nikolai. Because that way like you don't really have anything in your build that really helps counter. You're still pretty good. You can deal with it, but you don't have any particular thing that would help you counter like a camera only build. But anything else, you're gonna be fine with this build. You're pretty much immortal. It's kind of neutral when you're playing a gun build with this. You're kind of neutral, and anything else, you're gonna be unstoppable. That's pretty much it with this build. There's really no downside. So this was a good game. There's a lot of tips I can give you guys here, so I decided to record it. So the first thing here, I didn't talk about when I get the torch, I usually get it with this build, of course, on the first area. Now this is another tip here I don't see a lot of survivors doing. You see I grabbed the gun from my teammates instead of buying it. That's a really good tip that I don't see people doing it. Like as well as the ammo. I don't buy ammo because not only I can get the gun from my teammates, but I can also get the ammo from the map itself. And that saves me a lot of money from the start there, and I can just waste the money on what's more priority to me, to my build, which is the melee weapon and repair kits or maybe herbs and everything like that. And you see, it's really important that you have a gun, even if you're playing Samuel or Tyrone, because otherwise you can't really deal with traps. You see, right? You're gonna see me destroying a lot of traps just because I have the gun. And if you buy the gun from the start, you usually don't have enough money to buy the weapon and everything else, so it kind of screws your build. So the best way I found to kind of deal with that is to really just get from your teammates whatever you need, because people always drop the DM up if they're good, right? At least one person is gonna drop the M up, so it's a free gun for you that you can use the ammo on the map to use it as well to deal with traps, or maybe I don't know, an infected zombie you don't really want to get close to it. You can also use the gun that way instead of just going melee, 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 which is not always the best scenario. The best possibility. Now this build is really strong. Like it's like 2-3 hits max, and kind of any creature is gonna be dead. The torch has faster hits, so it kind of, and it also deals with the ivy if the mastermind has it. So it's a really good combo here. I think Swing Point, it's a famous YouTuber, did a video on this build. He called Tyrone or something like that. Focuses really on he has a bigger critical damage, but I don't think it's really worth it. You might as well go the way I'm using here with the more frequent kicks, so that you can more frequently just kick the zombies instead of like having a high damage that okay, you can kill one zombie fast, but then your kick is not ready again when you find the second creature, and you need them to be on the ground to get the full effect of the build. So I feel like the kick is more crucial than the actual damage, and the damage the way it is right now is already high enough that you're gonna kill them fast anyway, so it's not like you need any higher. So again, a really good point here, like just you see, you're like, instead of buying, I'm just gonna grab from my teammates here. I noticed they drop a lot of shit here, so you see they have a quick draw, and they also still drop the still bad. So a lot of players do this. Usually they buy weapons on area 1, and then they switch those weapons to area 2. So if you're doing what I'm doing here, you can just grab that for free instead of actually buying yourself. that's gonna save you a lot of money. You're essentially using the money of your teammates. So here's an example. You don't necessarily use the torch. Need the torch. You see right here, I'm not using the torch. It's like 3 hits. 2 hits essentially, and the liquor's dead. Because every hit's like above 1,000. So with the steel bat, right? But the best weapon for this build is really the and you see the thing I said with the kick. It's so it recharges so quickly that essentially every time you find a creature, your kick is ready. So it's much more efficient that way than just having like that super high damage that, you know, it's really not that necessary. And the reason why I have 2 weapons here is just because you know, just in case I get an ivy or something, I have the torch there. But if I'm alone like this with a single zombie, I'm usually gonna focus on using the steel bat instead of the torch, simply because the steel bat has a bigger durability. So, you know, gotta be more efficient that way. I can kill the creature, you know, using less of my refills there on the repair kit. So I'm kind of alone here, but it really doesn't matter because this build, like, creatures cannot really kill you with this build because you stun them, you know, like you kick them and they get stunned. It's like an insta kill that way. They can't really like kill you before they get killed. You see, like 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and the fire there itself killed the. So it's gonna be like 4 hits or less with any kind of weapon. That was a liquor too, so he has a lot of health. It's like the highest health creature in the game, so that's just goes to show that you don't really need that much higher damage. I did a little trick there. If you never saw my video on how to deal with the liquors, I think it's on the pro tip playlist. So if you didn't saw that video, you probably did not understand what I did there. But I don't know, if once you watch that video, you're really not gonna have any kind of trouble with liquors again. They're never really gonna hit you. So see you again right here, like 1 hit is dead. We have a lot of time because she's just spamming creatures. She seems to be using the she might be using the Ivy mod, it seems. This and that here. Because maybe not though. Maybe it was really just a special card that she used so far. We have like 9 minutes on the clock, so it's looking pretty good. And so yeah, like the main tip of this I can see here, you guys, a lot of people don't follow. So you see, I'm already dropping my weapons because I know I'm gonna buy the sledgehammer. It's the best weapon you can use for this build. But you don't always get it on area 2, right? So you just gotta deal with what you have. If I don't get it on area 2, I just go with the steel bat or the torch itself, and it's all good. Then once I get to area 3, I always switch to the sledgehammer here with this build. And you see, I have like a lot of money because I'm not wasting all that money to buy weapons. I just got them from my teammates. It's like a lot of money that's saved up for you to buy herbs, you know, or anything you need later. And you see, this is how you use it. You gotta aim your camera properly to do this. I was trying to actually hit this mine with my melee. I was hoping my melee attack would hit the trap here because I actually did see the trap. But I was hoping it was either gonna hit the trap or it would just not actually step on it, you know, because I was not like literally on top of it, but it still step on it. So you see right here, I'm trying to avoid the trap. And like I said again, having a gun is really key, even if you're playing Samuel or Tyrone, even if it's just an M up, just so you can deal with the traps or situations where having a melee weapon is really not the ideal play. You see right there, it's like 2 hits and creatures are gonna be dead again because every hit is gonna be above like 1,000. And another strength of this build is the fact that the kick recovers so quickly. It's like you can always be kicking the buy weapons, so it's pretty like overpowered that way because the Mastermind can barely like move the buy weapon from constantly getting kicked. You see, like I just kicked him. Like I can already kick him again, like right now, if I want to. So, and he's like never gonna grab anyone this way as well, because my kick is just recharges too quickly. So that's another benefit of having the kick frequency instead of the higher damage. It goes really well against buy weapons also, like Mr. X or I guess even Nemesis, right? Because you can also kick anything. And you can like keep stunning them for like every 4 seconds. You're stunning them. It's pretty annoying. You see, like you see right there, he pretty much did nothing just because of my kick. The entire thing there, he barely got a hit on anyone. So we still have 7 minutes, looking pretty good. 1 core is already gone. I was trying to kick the liquor there, but maybe there was invincible. I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure if she's using that passive ability where maybe it's just a lag though. You see right there, 2 hits and the liquor is dead. which is the full animation there. So it's essentially one hit, right? Because those two animations come together. Right there, I don't know if you noticed, but I shot the little orange bubble that she has on her body. That's how you stun her. If you shoot all the bubbles, she will fall to the ground. So that's how you deal with that. If you want to get past her, that's the way you do it, because she's gonna get stunned when you shoot the bubble, and then you just go through. Or you can also just you can bait the grab with, but it's more risky. But you gotta manage the distance, where you can bait the grab, and she's gonna miss the grab, and then you go past her. You can shoot the core from down here. I see there's a lot of creatures there, so what I'm gonna do, instead of lifting the platform and going by myself, I'm gonna go around here and try to kill the creatures for my teammates that are coming behind me. You know. You see right there, because the kick already does damage, and when you combine that with the damage of the sledgehammer, it's just like 2 hits and the creatures there. You see, it's like 1,400. I think I saw there. It's like really high damage. Maybe it was 1,600 right there, if I saw it correctly. I'm seeing 400 there, so 1,400 easily. Just saving my teammate here from the grab. And you see, you're just like constantly kicking them because of the the fast recovery with all the equipment that I'm using. It's like super easy, and you also really like barely use any of your repair kits because you do so little hits. And you all this ability, I'm using the passive ability where it does critical guarantee when they're on the floor, right? And it also reduces the depletion. So this is a good tip here. You see, I have 2 sprays. I decided to use 1 spray there simply because there was 2 people down. If there was only 1, I would not have used the spray. I see a lot of survivors doing this mistake, which is it's not really a mistake, but it's kind of dumb. Like, it's not efficient. Like, if you don't need a spray, the spray is really for like those critical crutch plays. You know, you don't want to just use it like randomly, just because someone is down. If you can heal them without using the spray, then save the spray for when you actually need it. You know, I see a lot of survivors, they just because they have a spray, they just go and waste on the first opportunity they have. So even though they can easily just hold X and safely heal the other survivor, it's just like a waste. Don't do that. So you see, the reason why I did that was because I had 2 sprays, so I can still save 1 more for an actual like crutch scenario, and because there was 2 survivors at the same time there, so you know, maybe you could take a little long. If I was, you see, like right now, instead of using the spray, he's giving me space, so I don't need the spray here. I can just normally save the spray for when you actually need it. Right here, I was trying to shoot the orange bubble there on her left shoulder, but I guess it missed, so she was still able to grab me. So that kind of sucks. And shit is going down here pretty quickly here. Not good. So I'm gonna try to, I'm looking at the map here, trying to see where my teammates are. She got grabbed too, so I need to get picked up or she's gonna die as well. But I see the Beckers here. What you see, like, this is kind of a mistake too. She should have shot the dogs before healing me, because you know, she might easily get grabbed here. But luckily, you see, the dog missed her. The AI is so bad, man. I mean, come on. But yeah, she would have gotten grabbed there for sure, and then we both would have been down. It was just lucky that the AI missed her. You see, this Ivy is really putting a lot of trouble. Maybe I should have saved my torch and my inventory so I could deal with the Ivy. I'm really not sure if she's using the Ivy mod, or she's actually getting the IVs from the special cards. It could be the special cards, because I haven't seen anyone kill what's it called, the zombie, the yellow zombie. I'm not sure. I don't recall his name now. Supply zombie, that's his name. So you see, the dogs are just like everywhere. They're really annoying. I'm just trying to ignore them as much as possible. You see, what I was trying to do here, it was actually not that intentional that I was using the lift there, but I'm gonna use this to my advantage, because from here I can shoot the dogs without actually them having a chance to hit me. So I'll just use that mistake to my favor this way. And you see right there, because they keep doing the back and forth, so I can shoot them when they go further from the platform without having to risk getting hit. Right there, I did a, you see, I did a single shot before kicking him just to make sure that he was stumbling, so he would not grab me as I was trying to kick him or something, you know, just to be safe there. And this is again like another thing I mentioned about an advantage of having a weapon as well as a melee weapon. Even though you're playing a melee build, you should still have a weapon for these kind of scenarios, or you know, traps and everything. Like I said before, I'm not sure how the kick missed here, but you see, it's still pretty strong without them being on the floor. I guess it's the leg, right? It seems to be the leg. But you see, when the floor like this is like 2 hits and they're gone. I don't have any more herbs here, so, and again, this, yeah, she must be using the Ivy mod. There's no way she's getting the Ivies too frequently. But they are really being a pain in the ass here. Look, cause like we can't get through them. Now the Val, I think she's kind of screwing up a bit because I don't see her using her. I don't think she used her power once the entire game so far. I haven't seen her use it. So I don't know what she's thinking there, or if she doesn't have it. Like I literally have not seen her use her power once that I can recall. So she could have easily like ran towards me right now, for example, and heal me, but with the spray and everything. I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking. But yeah, the guy left. They know this is gonna go pretty bad. He got disconnected, it seems, when he was at the exit, so that sucks. But the Val left, which was the right thing, you know. There's no reason to wait. Well, actually, what she could have done is waited at the door where she's safe, and she could have kept killing the creatures from the door, which would give me more time to reach the door, you know, and also the backup. But she just left, so a way she could have helped us there was to actually kill the creatures instead of leaving. Because when you're at the door there, you're safe, so the creatures can't really hit you. They're free kills. I almost got to the door there in time, but yeah, not enough. Just needed like 5 seconds more or something, and that would be good. But I was really just trying to do my dailies here with I had to shoot traps. But yeah, guys, that's the match. Hope you guys could see a lot of things there. I don't maybe learn something new. Um, and yeah, that's the video. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Tyrone is really good character.